Welcome back to my channel, CryptoQ Media. I'm glad to have you back. While Bitcoin soared into the high 50,000s and XRP plummeted to 46 cents, market watchers of all stripes are projecting further declines in cryptocurrency prices. In my feed, I've noticed this pattern. A large number of analysts have projected that Bitcoin's value will drop into the 40,000 area, which can be seen on X social media platform. Perhaps individuals are overly anxious. I'm not optimistic, but that's the most probable result. We should never completely dismiss a possibility, but I don't think it's very plausible. However, a bull market is underway. Having said that, it should come as no surprise that, after a substantial upsurge, we have been in a consolidation phase for a few months. In addition, I can guarantee you that no matter what happens, the forecasts for XRP's future made by the analysts whose work I follow will not change. Later in the video, I'll show you that there are several reasons why the trustworthy experts I follow think XRP's price is going to go up a lot. It would be just ridiculous, to think that XRP won't change along with the market and the cryptocurrency sector. Sure, I'm interested in talking about that. I should probably start by saying that I don't come from a wealthy family before we go any further. Financial matters are irrelevant to my representation. Believe me when I say that you shouldn't let my opinion influence your financial choices. Making comedic videos about Bitcoin on YouTube is something I do in my spare time. I simply enjoy it. Additionally, for the purpose of amusement, I will be taping this video on Wednesday, July 3, 2024, at 7:21 p.m. Central Time. Earlier today, XRP hit a 24-hour low of 46.1 cents, now, it's trading at 46.7 cents. Market players are worried as Bitcoin's price has risen to 60,328 from a 24-hour low of 59,473. But not everyone, many are taking advantage of the opportunity to stock up at incredibly low prices, as we will see shortly. At this moment, you are anxious and greedy for cryptocurrency to the tune of 44 out of 100. Following this drop, investors' fears have been well-founded. A well-known analyst said in today's Daily Huddle that the price of Bitcoin will go up forever. But wait, there's a catch. I will simply summarize this article because it is fascinating. Also, this is a refreshing take from Toshi, a prominent crypto expert and commentator. Plus, he does bring up the prospect of Bitcoin prices going up into the top 40,000 range. Okay, listen, I've seen in my feed that many analysts, even those at the top of the field, have been forecasting that this will happen. But I haven't noticed much of that trend among the experts whose work I respect and follow frequently. However, I do like it when viewers of our channel voice their dissenting viewpoints. It is time to look at what might happen. Here you can find the piece's text. A well-known crypto specialist has stated that Bitcoin's long-term development potential is limitless. Expert Pinto reassures his 801,000x followers that he is long-term bullish on Bitcoin, despite the cryptocurrency's recent price collapse. However, he does predict that the crypto king may see a significant correction before continuing its ascension. This is a passage from one of his speeches. A price range of 48,000 to 51,000, roughly 20% to 25% below current levels, would be my worst-case prediction for Bitcoin. If it continues to fall, there will be more opportunities to profit, therefore bullish sentiment is warranted. The term max drawdown will remain in use, nevertheless. It may be hard to imagine right now, but it's definitely not impossible. His tone betrays his lack of confidence in the likelihood of the event. All he says is, "Holy cow, That's an opportunity if the chance presents itself. Accordingly, he is one of the experts who have speculated that it could happen. That is in line with the forecasts of the analysts whose work I frequently peruse, yet, it amazes me how many gloomy people are hell-bent on predicting that Bitcoin will reach 40,000 and refuse to budge. We have chart analysts here who are completely bewildered. They discovered this via Credible Crypto's sharing, but I'll reveal Credible Crypto's statement to you shortly. It hasn't made sense to me yet. After publishing this Bitcoin USD pricing and rejecting the idea that Bitcoin will reach $40,000 today, chart analyst Horn Hairs responded with the following. He claims that Bitcoin requires 44,000, etc., which is great if that's your goal, but if you're making plans for realistic trading tactics in the event of a collapse, there's no need to skip levels in potential situations that could happen much before that. First off, I seriously doubt that we'll be taking 58,000 out of the bank. Maintaining a long wick below 56,000 without causing 56,000 in unintended consequences. After a significant bounce above 60,000, I too wouldn't be comfortable getting long-term. Second, a significant bounce off is likely before we enter the lower 40,000 range, and a 50,000 front running is consistent with the demand pocket that brought us up to the current consolidation. Focus solely on those two possibilities for the time being. So, therefore, you can understand his perspective. For instance, a large number of people are projecting that Bitcoin will eventually reach 40,000. Because they are being overly analytical, you might be able to shed some light on the situation. Although it's not completely out of the question, a great deal of sell-side pressure would need to materialize for that to even come close to being the most likely conclusion. According to well-respected crypto experts, there is still a long way to go before we reach the 40,000 mark, which I seem to be hearing screams for everywhere I go. He then wrote what follows after sharing it. First, if we break below the 56,000 lows, we might wick to the 58,000 lows and then recover from there. In my ideal world, a break of the 56,000 lows would trigger a wick into the 53,000 demand level. In the event that the zone is lost, your 40,000 will be up next. That third option is the least likely to materialize, so I don't think we should place too much stock in it just yet. Why is this important? Because if you don't have Bitcoin, you couldn't care less. I have Bitcoin, but I'm not very excited about it because I don't think it has a lot of potential. Nonetheless, you need to be worried about the future of Bitcoin because your altcoins will eventually follow its lead. Then, well, if we do see slightly more negative price action, okay. Nevertheless, this is insignificant when considering a longer time frame. I really don't see any need to be terrified about this. Imagine if Credible Crypto sticks to its prediction that Bitcoin will hit six figures this market cycle and your altcoins don't fare as well. Well, whenever we see real growth, XRP is going to skyrocket. This item has also been authored by chart analyst Matthew Hyland. These narrow weekly Bollinger Bands have only been seen in Bitcoin's history at certain earlier occasions. For several reasons, this is something that makes me wonder. First, I've found that extremely tight Bollinger Bands don't necessarily signal a market break, whether the market is heading up or down. Consequently, it's not a put another way, it doesn't reveal the future of the market. Having said that, XRP has now achieved the tightest Bollinger Band constriction, so it is safe to expect that it will likely continue its upward trend given our present market conditions. The price of XRP is about to see a massive rise or fall. My money is on it going in the positive direction until some bizarre black swan event occurs, but I still believe it's highly unlikely. The on-change based analytics company Sanitation possesses this. It does more than that, it enthralls. There are a lot of people who do this, but I think some of us are concerned that they're showing signs of crypto greed and anxiety. An opening has materialized. It would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe and give my channel a like. Farewell for the moment.